My beloved, today this message reaches you because it is time to shine. It is time to be yourself. It is time to become everything you are destined to be. It is time to use your gift, just as it is written in the Holy Scriptures. In 1 Peter 4 verse 10, each of you should use whatever gift you have received to serve others, as faithful stewards of God's grace in its various forms. Reflect on these words, for today is your moment to shine. You have often complained about not being like others, but this is actually a blessing. God created each of us uniquely. Even though you may see people who resemble others or even yourself, each one is different, and that makes us special. It's the beauty of how we were created. You may sometimes feel misunderstood, but remember, you don't have to try to be like anyone else. You just need to be yourself, and there is nothing to be ashamed of, nothing to hide. Sometimes you have wanted to change who you are, how you act, or how you speak. You've even thought about changing your physical appearance. Instead of accepting yourself and taking pride in everything you've overcome, you've focused on changing yourself. But does it really matter that much what others think of you? You don't need to change to fit into society or to feel valuable, because you are already valuable just as you are. People's opinions are many and varied, and not everything you do or say will please everyone. This is something you must keep in mind. It's impossible for everyone to like you. There will always be someone who rejects you or criticizes your flaws. This is something you cannot control, but you can learn to ignore what others say and focus on being yourself. Live from love and follow what your heart tells you. Only then will you truly love yourself. God loves you just as you are at this very moment. He knows both your virtues and your flaws, and He loves you with all of them. He loves you because you are His creation. To Him, you will always be perfect because you are a part of Him, and He is a part of you. At every moment, you are blessed and loved. God holds you lovingly. Even though society may try to make you give up who you are, the Eternal Father will always love you as you are. You have many virtues and talents that you have yet to discover. You are a unique and wonderful person, and you should feel proud of who you are right now. Even though there are still things to improve, you are walking the right path, and that in itself is already a victory. Your mind has formed a distorted image of yourself. You've been made to believe that you should feel guilty for being who you are, for how you think, for your view of the world, and even for being true to yourself. You've experienced rejection from others, and that has led you to fear showing who you really are. Don't hide your true essence. Even though you've thought it was better to build a shield around yourself, this only distances you from who you are and from God. Let the world see your true beauty. The spiritual journey begins by breaking down that shield you've built to access the beauty and authenticity you decided to hide to avoid more pain. Awakening your consciousness will help you understand why you should not hide from the world. Work on developing that awareness. Awakening consciousness is a process of remembering who you truly are, of understanding yourself, and of reclaiming all the wisdom stored within your soul. Spiritual elevation helps you unlock that wisdom. Stop seeking approval outside of yourself. Instead, seek it from within. When you truly know yourself, you realize that's all that matters. Don't ignore your inner voice, even if it sometimes tells you things that may be difficult to hear. Remember, it's your soul that knows the true path and warns you when you're straying from it. Don't try to take someone else's place or compare yourself to them, because there is no one like you, and nothing and no one can compare to you. Now and before we continue, I invite you to subscribe and share our channel. Your support helps us to create more valuable content for you. Remember and keep in mind that you are valuable and irreplaceable, a true treasure. Don't pay attention to the opinions or judgments of others, because they will only distance you from your true self and your happiness. You are who you are, with all your virtues and flaws, with everything you have been and everything you are yet to become. You have your own dreams, and you must not let anyone stop you from reaching them. Stop living in the lie that surrounds you and show yourself as you are. If you don't, you will only end up hurting yourself. Let your true being guide your life, not your ego. Aligning with your being means being honest with yourself, knowing yourself, listening to yourself, attending to your needs, and recognizing your own worth. Connect with the balance of your being through self-awareness and self-care. Elevating your consciousness helps you find your own path without worrying about what others think. Appreciate and acknowledge the spiritual work you have been doing. Each person has a unique role in the world. If you try to be someone you're not, you not only fail to fulfill your purpose, but you also lose the gift that God gave you, your very existence. No one else can live your experiences or offer the love that only you can give to the universe. You must learn to be yourself, no matter what others think. Focus on yourself and your faith. Perhaps, for a long time, you were the one who made others feel good, even if it meant feeling bad about yourself. The messages you received in your upbringing and growth taught you to put others before yourself. This happens to many people. Do you now understand why sometimes things happen to you the way they do? Each of your parents raised you according to what they knew, as they themselves didn't receive the teachings we lovingly offer you now. But the time has come for you to find yourself, discover who you are, and ask yourself if what you're seeking is truly what you desire, and if what you are living at this moment is really good for you, my dear. Don't worry about what others think or say about you or your life. If necessary, be unfaithful to the expectations of others in order to be faithful to yourself. It seems you are caught in a cycle, constantly surrounding yourself with people who hurt you, as if it were a pattern that repeats over and over again. And it continues to repeat. If you think about it carefully, this pattern has probably followed you throughout your life, and maybe even in previous lives. This pattern persists because you need to break it, to cut it off at its root. It doesn't matter what kind of pattern it is. What matters is that you pay attention to it and understand that only you can break it and change it. It depends on your behavior, my dear. Life presents you with situations and people to help you develop your potential, to learn what you need, and to put your skills, tools, and strengths into practice to overcome everything in your path. You have grown thanks to the people and experiences you've encountered. You must understand that true learning is found in those experiences. Walk without fear of being alone, because you always have beings of light by your side, ready to help you. It's normal to take pauses and stop from time to time, but be sure to get back on your path. You have grown, evolved, and overcome obstacles, and perhaps you've even faced illness. Moreover, you've discovered parts of yourself that you didn't know existed. You have been discovering yourself little by little, my dear. Despite feeling alone at times, your courage has pushed you to keep moving forward. You don't need to seek someone to pretend to be different, because you are already truly unique and special just as you are. Staying in the background may be comfortable for you and your ego, but not for your higher self. It's easier, yes, because this way you don't stand out or shine. As a result, you're not the center of criticism, which may be important to you, as perhaps the opinions of others still affect you. However, by staying in the shadows, you're also missing the chance to show the world the wonderful reality you desire. You peek at the world in secret, as if you have something to hide, and that prevents the world from seeing who you really are and what you can offer. It's like playing in the background. Many people go through life without showing all that they carry inside, hiding their brilliant inner self as if it had no value. They don't share their true essence with the world. Are you one of those people, my dear? Perhaps you haven't thought about it, but if you are, you're stopping the world from knowing you and from showing God that you are proud of who you are. Be proud of carrying Him in your heart, like a trail of light that illuminates your days and your existence. Shine. Open yourself to the world and show who you are and who you can be. Now I ask you, are you willing to tune your mind to the melody of success and allow prosperity to flow to you? Today, I have left in the description a powerful tool that will help you and bring you closer to your happiness, peace, and tranquility. I invite you to get to know it. Open the doors to a future where success and prosperity are your daily reality. The opportunity you have today to change your life will never present itself in the same way again. Act today, go for the description and create the tomorrow you deserve. Blessings forever.